I haven't reviewed a monitor since Fortnite has been fun. It's been a minute. The last time I did, it was a very basic bitch 144Hz monitor from BenQ that was around $200 new, and the XL2411P actually was my main monitor up until recently when BenQ themselves decided to email me and said, "Hey dude, monitor?" And underneath it was this video from NASA. This is the BenQ Mobius EX3415R, a newer 34-inch ultra-wide with some absolutely monstrous features, and a stroke-inducing price tag 5 times more expensive than my previous BenQ monitor. I'm pretty sure my PC was not even this expensive when I first built it. And it should go without saying, but I'm no monitor professional, guys. I'm just some dick in a Marty McFly jacket who reviews shitty children's toys. So please try not to cry if I say something wrong. It's actually FreeSync, not FreeSync. Well, I just looked at Webster's dictionary, and apparently FreeSync is spelled like this. Hey, on your way over to the red X button, could you hit that other red button, please? Thank you. The EX3415R sports a 34-inch ultra-wide IPS panel with a not-so-deep 1900R curve. As some professionals have said, this is, quote, a big bitch, my G unit. Nearly 10 whole inches of extra real estate compared to my previous monitor, and almost double the resolution at 3440 by 1440. It shares the same refresh rate of 144Hz, but this is again more of a content creator slash gaming monitor. A little bit of both. It's not an, "Oh my god, mom, I want a tournament for No Life's monitor." BenQ has a specific section for that on their website. It's called esports. Even though this monitor clearly is not focused on gaming, it does claim a 1 millisecond motion picture response time. Then again, pretty much everything does nowadays, and that's not always 100% true, but you know, it's in that ballpark. And to me, this feels way faster than anything I've used up until this point, which is not, unfortunately, it's not saying too much. For such a high-res IPS panel, especially an IPS panel, the response time caught me off guard, but the color reproduction, you need to experience it. The IPS panel provides you with 98% of the DCI-P3 color space, so you can accurately Photoshop all your colorful thumbnails to keep tricking kids into wasting their time by giving you money and buying your merch, you stupid, greedy cunt. With that being said, here's a word from our sponsors. Having as much color space as possible is pretty essential for content creators today. If your monitor isn't displaying accurate colors, your photos are going to come out looking like this. Son of a fuck. Fortunately, the EX3415R has good enough color reproduction, so you shouldn't have to worry about any of that. Although I would recommend making your own adjustments. Of the 7 color modes that they have preset on there, some of them are good, some of them look like the first color TV, but they all could use a bit of tweaking to your own personal liking. And with the amount of options each BenQ monitor has in their menu, it's actually kind of annoying sometimes. You should be able to perfectly calibrate your monitor, unless you're using HDRI. That fucking sucks. I didn't mention the HDRI before, but it comes with 3 modes, and they all kind of just crank the contrast to the goddamn moon. I have zero idea what BenQ was going for here. It does not look like HDR to me. The bright areas become blindingly bright, and the dark areas straight up stop existing. And on the bright side, no, I don't mean the Joker's forehead, that's just about the worst of it with this monitor. Nothing is as annoying to me with this monitor as the HDR. It just doesn't do shit. Which I'm not trying to be mean about, it's just true. Fortunately, that is only... God damn it, don't turn off. And it's dirty already. Oh my god. Fortunately, that's just the top of the list of the billion features this monitor has. You also got your standard stuff that isn't annoying as hell, like AMD FreeSync Premium, BenQ's iCare tech, which I believe comes with the majority of their monitors, and according to my friend Garrett, it actually works pretty well, at least when he was using this monitor. It really helped to soothe his eyes when he had a headache, and apparently this works. By the way, follow him here. It's weird when these features work, and blue light filter works really well. One feature that works even better is blur reduction somehow. The last time I got to use blur reduction, it looked like someone's shit all over my monitor. It just got so dark, it basically made it useless. With the EX3415R, it actually does create a very, very noticeable clarity difference, especially in fast-paced games. It truly does help. Some more obscure options you have that you may or may not use. You have things like multiple input, which is exactly as it sounds, 2 devices, 1 display, 2 displays. And the coolest thing about it is there's multiple ways you can configure your displays. So this could be useful for 2 PCs, or a console and a PC if you have some friends over, some shit like that. Although when you do split screen, it's like a 1-to-1, aspect ratio, kind of like those old-ass monitors we used to use in school. You guys, well, people from my generation know what I'm talking about. My favorite feature here does have to be the black equalizer, though. which is only called the black equalizer if you're using the FPS color mode. Every other color mode uses light tuner, which is the same shit. They brighten up your black areas so you can see people who are hiding in corners a lot better. And as all people playing modern games know, everyone who's in a modern video game, whether it's Fortnite, any other Call of Duties, any of the new games coming out, every modern gamer hides in a corner. If we pause for a second and we stop and think about it, I just listed quite a few features that have quite a few options inside of them. And you know, it'd really suck using the nipple that's on this monitor to navigate all that. But I wouldn't know because I'm not a peasant. And by I'm not a peasant, I mean I have a remote, which all monitors should have remotes. Now that I really stop and think about it, that's really a good idea. Why don't more monitors have these? It's basically just like a TV remote, just with really shitty range, but it's really cool. It even has a bunch of specified buttons for things like display input, which is helpful because there's quite a few ports here. You also have buttons for your power, HDRI modes, game modes, which are just color modes. You also got your audio modes, your multiple input settings, and finally, you have your full menu button, as well as volume controls. Yes, fucking volume controls. With the EX3415R, you get two 2-watt speakers and one 5-watt woofer, which is actually a very similar setup to the Logitech speakers I had at my desk a couple of months ago. Who the hell signed off on this color grading? It's green as shit. Like actual green shit. Anyways, that $30 pair of speakers that came with the subwoofer does not sound as good as the speakers on this monitor. For those who don't like excessive cussing, please just skip to the next portion of this video. But this is a fucking monitor. The universe has existed for 13.8 billion motherfucking years, and there's not been a single monitor with good speakers. They're not the best thing ever, and you know, they come with 5 audio modes, of which, you know, they all could use quite a bit of work. I suppose if I'm giving you a literal band for a monitor, I would expect some good speakers. Not this good, though. Never this good. Never in a billion years. And I know I don't talk about it enough, but yes, this monitor is $1,000, and there is going to be a Black Friday sale with BenQ. So if you're looking to get a monitor, this is definitely the time. Alright, so now for those who have sensitive ears, you can start listening again. We're going to talk about boring shit before we finish the video. Real quick before I share my final thoughts, I would like to go over just a couple of smaller things some people might be interested in the comments. VESA compatible. Everything is nowadays, of course. The stand, you know, it's an ultra-wide monitor. It's about as adjustable as the action figures you get from Walmart. They're kind of fucking, you know. You also have cable management holes inside the stand itself, as well as the I/O cover, which does come off and can very easily be put right back on. The final thing I would like to note is that the base of this monitor is wider than my forehead. That's one of the big problems with these ultra-wides. They're really spacey. Probably get a VESA mount. Better idea than the monitor stand. It's really big. Now we're at the simple portion of the video. Should you buy this? Well, with the specs that it has and the price tag that it has, I think this is actually a bit of an easy question. This is targeted for a very, very specific upper echelon type of gamer. A gamer who enjoys some pretty high resolution gameplay, but also likes to do some editing for Instagram, or maybe they're a free range editor, or maybe you're just like me, a shitty content creator with a couple thousand subs. I suppose a couple thousand subs is not truly accurate anymore. By the way, thank you guys for 45,000 subs. But yeah, like, this is for people like me. You like to play some crispy games, you like the aspect ratio of 21:9, which is a whole different experience compared to a normal 16:9 monitor, and with games that have FOV sliders, you can literally see everything. It is perhaps the most beautiful display I've ever laid my eyes on in person. It looks so good in games, and it's actually incredibly useful for video production. I would know. I'm editing this video with it, and I have everything on one screen for the first time ever, and it's way easier this way. I cannot stress enough that this is not for your average gamer. If you're someone who wants to do some competitive gaming, maybe an occasional YouTube video here and there, it'd probably be best if you bought yourself a 2400 hertz monitor. Just know this is not for competitive gamers. I know that's probably the majority of who's watching me, but I know there's some upper echelon gamers out there who are interested in something that's not, you know, 4K, but not 1080p, but it's also not a TN panel, but it's also not 60 hertz, aka a very specific genre of people. For that specific genre of people, this is a very, very useful device, which will be linked down below. And again, I cannot thank BenQ enough for sending this out. I say again, I didn't actually thank them at the beginning of the video because I'm a dick. But yes, BenQ, you guys went a little above and beyond. I mean, I expected you guys to send me one of your competitive monitors for, you know, the competitive weirdos that watch my channel. All the fucking nerds who watch like Itch Jerry and Roadie Bro. Bro, Roadie Bros commented on my video the other day. I'm kind of stoked about it. I really like his content. And I think we'll end the video with me fangirling. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. For the future of PC content on this channel, please leave some suggestions down below. This is hopefully the start of something that's a bit more diverse on this channel. I love doing PC content, PC related shit. It's amazing to me, but people really aren't interested in it on my channel, and that's understandable. It's a very oversaturated genre, much like YouTubers selling merch, which I will start doing soon, by the way. We all gotta make that bread. Ooh. You gotta make that paper, baby. Record that dead body. Woo! Members. I need more of those members if we're gonna keep making jokes like that, because I'm gonna get demonetized for shit like that. Probably already have. I'm gonna go. YouTube dude watching me, don't demonetize this video. I need to buy a microphone that sounds good when I put it on my collar. Do you see that? It doesn't sound good like this, all right? So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go buy another microphone. I love you guys.